Now, has it changed over time? Unfortunately, in America, we have had a significant divergence from Judeo-Christian values. There are a lot of people who have decided they want to try something new, that their experience just hasn't led them towards Judeo-Christian values are good. Now, what's interesting is they have secularized some core Judeo-Christian values and tried to disassociate them from their source, meaning America is still largely a place that it believes murder is a bad thing. When we try to make it sound like that's a secular law, no, that's connected to the extreme value of life that the Judeo-Christian worldview puts on. But we try to maybe parse those out and claim that they're secular. But the ones that we don't like in America out of Judeo-Christian views, maybe, for example, traditional marriage, that's an example of where we want to say we need to walk away from that worldview. And so we have seen actually from 1991 till about 20 years later, it's actually been about a drop in half how many people will say they believe in an all-powerful, all-knowing, good God. I mean, that has literally dropped in half, roughly, in our society. That has real impact, because if there is no God, then there is also really no external source of truth. If there's no external source of truth, then how do we find what is morality? Well, then society gets to things like the will of the majority, or a government that has a lot of power that tells you, I'm going to create good and evil, and I'm going to do it through the law, and I'm going to punish according to the law, and outcomes are really poor when that's the case. And so America's been blessed by the idea that our rights are actually inalienable, given by God. They aren't actually given by government, and they aren't actually a thing that is just put in place by a majority of what people believe.